Hello and welcome back to Caravan Salon Düsseldorf 2020. Now most of us stick to paved surfaces with our leisure vehicles, but what about if you want to go somewhere a bit more adventurous where maybe a regular chassis just wouldn't do the job? So somewhere like the outback of Australia, the deserts of North Africa, or even, if you're feeling really brave, the streets of Edinburgh. If you want to go off-road with your leisure vehicle, what are your options? So today we're going to have a look at a very rugged motorhome, we're going to look at a caravan, and then we're going to look at something that's pretty affordable and still has off-road ability. So let's go and take a look. Okay folks, well as promised, I have snuck into the show early to give you a look at this, the Crawler Otag 600. Now I found out a little bit more about it and we'll talk about that before we go in. So Crawler basically, what they do is they make the body, just the body that goes on the MAN chassis. So to get the bit everyone wants to know first, because the bodies are custom made, they start at €100,000, and then the chassis, obviously you can provide your own second-hand chassis, or you can order the whole thing like this integrated, and the whole thing like this integrated will cost you between 250 and €300,000. The body weighs up to 2.5 tons. And then including the weight of the cab and the chassis, that is 9.5 tons. Don't think you're going to drive that with a car license somehow. So that's a little bit of preamble about it. Now you can also see one of the options they got on this one is a roof deck, which is rather special. And we also have things here like this has got a little awning, so we'll go in and have a look on the inside. We'll wander up these steps. So you can see, even here, we've got storage in the steps. That's rather neat, isn't it? So of course, folks, because you are custom ordering this, you can have it built to your own layout. So this is a family-friendly 6-berth with the bunk at the side here, through to the master bedroom, some more storage in there. So obviously it's built, it's as tough as old boots, which it needs to be. I guess this is for your Sahara expedition. Let's see. Wow. So I've never come across metal furniture in a leisure vehicle before. There's the bathroom. Shall we have a quick look in the bathroom? So this is a wet room style bathroom. So even though it looks like wood, the smell of the sealant is quite strong. It smells like GRP actually. Quite a special shower. Goodness knows how much water you can carry in this thing. As this is bespoke, obviously it's not worth giving you too many technical details, simply because if you don't want a 100-litre water tank and you want two 100-litre water tanks, you can jolly well have two 100-litre water tanks, I'm pretty sure. So there we go, through to the kitchen. Oh look, the same combi cooker as fitted to an Airstream. And then look at this folks, it's like a it's like a catering kitchen, isn't it? But now one thing the lovely people at Crawler have told me is that it is not possible to have a connection through to the cab. So that's the most important thing to tell you, is for stability reasons, this is the front of the cabin and you cannot have a connection through to the cab. So there you go. You were just going to write a check, weren't you, for €300,000. So here's the dinette, which obviously would make 6 berths. Berths for 4 or 5 and 6. And then of course this bulkhead, as you can see, it's on gas struts, and you can open it out, sit at the table and look out over the mountains, over the desert, over the lake, or, knowing my luck, overlooking a grey car park in the NEC. Not that that's going to happen this year. I can't get over this this furniture. That's just bonkers, isn't it? So here we go. It's really something quite special. Oh wow. So here's the brains of the unit. Truma heating. Well, but again, there's no point labouring these small details, folks, because obviously if you wanted Alder heating, then you will jolly well have Alder heating, but probably don't want Alder heating in the Sahara. I think a Truma combi is more than enough. So here we have it. Okay. So here we are now with a look at the back of the truck. Here's your access to the sun deck. Of course, this one's got solar panels and all the off-grid stuff you'd need. Anything you want, you can specify. So there you have it, folks. If you've got €300,000 burning a hole in your pocket and the desire to do that overland trip down to Australia, then this could be the truck for you. What if you don't have €300,000 to spare, but you do fancy the off-road experience? Well, what about this? This is the Otag's Caravan sibling, the TRC 735. As you can see, it is also built like a brick outhouse, solid as a rock. Twin axle here. MRO is 1700 kilos, MTPLM about 2,500 tons, 2,500 kilos and up, depending on what options you have. So we'll come round. Huge gas locker, can take 2 enormous cylinders, matron, because obviously this would be the ideal vehicle for heading off grid for long periods of time. On top of that, we've got the battery box here with slide out for, can I open that? There we go. So you've got the slide out battery tray, and then in there is the Truma combi. And then also you have exterior access to the washroom. So if you're in your wetsuit, you don't need to traipse through the caravan. You can go straight into the washroom, have a shower, or of course you can even just grab the shower and bring it outdoors. And then this is an optional extra, folks. Composting toilet. Not strictly necessary if you're caravanning in Europe, but if you do want to go right off the beaten track for long periods of time, composting toilet, definitely an upgrade worth considering. As we come around the back, you can see the back panel opens up, which opens the kitchen to the outside. So if you're having your barbie out here and you want to cook some beans or wash the salad, you can access it from outside. Happy days. And then just before we go inside, you can also see we've got a 2-lay Omnistore awning here and another external access. One thing I will say is you can see this sort of bank-like vault door with all the storage on it. And then if we look at this is the kind of thing you need to look out for at shows, folks. This is all well and good, but there's no window in that flap. So when you come round, lovely floor by the way, look at that. But as we come round into the kitchen, so now I'm standing up and suddenly the kitchen is a long way down. It's a long way down. If I show you my leg, that's my knee. It's just above knee height, and then you think you've got that flap closed and you've got the door closed. There's no roof light. This is going to be a dark corner. So things like that, folks, when you're at a show, always think about things like that. So here's your kitchen. Again, just absolutely solid. That's not going to break, is it? And then we've got the Thetford fridge freezer we all know and love on this side of the caravan. I've shown you the washroom. The washroom's here, and then as we go through, the lounge is in the middle. Sofa on this side with a bunk bed above. You can make the bunk bed up. And then you've got a shorter sofa on this side, and this table is on a pivot, so once again you can take it outside or have it inside. So that's cool. And then through to the master bedroom. If only I could work out how to switch the lights on. Generous double bed there. However, I don't see any reading lights. So once again, folks, you might have to pay a little bit more to get some reading lights installed in there. I know I'd want that. Well, I forgot to show you folks as well up here. We've got the Fiamma fan. So yes, it's all very swish, it's very rugged. So how much does all this ruggedness cost? Well, it starts off at 60,000 euro, and that is plus VAT or sales tax. So in the UK, if you were buying this in the UK, you'd be adding 20% to that straight away. So it's a very specialist vehicle. Certainly the thing you'd want for shooting off-road for long periods of time. Personally, I think I would get some more windows put in that thing. But there again, I'm used to Scottish weather, and I'm not used to living outside like this. If you're in warmer climates, you're taking this down to North Africa, then this is probably going to be absolutely ideal. So here we have the Crawler TRC 735. Oh, it's a beast, I tell you. And finally, folks, if your budget's not going to stretch to 300,000 euro, if it's not going to stretch to 80,000 euro, how does 8,500 euro, including tax, grab you? This is an off-road folding camper, or trailer tent, as you may wish to call it. And this is on a 1,300 kilo chassis. It's called the Klappcamper. Stop tittering at the back. And as you can see, nice 1,300 kilo off-road trailer. And then the camper itself, the tent, is in the top lid here, and that folds out to become the base of the bed. And then you've got all this storage here to put your furniture, your cooking stuff, and all your bits and pieces. this lid also has a roof rack so you can put your bikes and more bits and pieces as well. So let's have a look at the actual tent itself. So this is the tent that is in that lid on the trailer, and we'll have a little look inside. Now if you want to see this being assembled, Klappcamper do have a video online which I'm going to leave in the description below. They claim it takes 10 minutes to put this up, so I'll leave that video in the description below, the link to that video, so you can see it being assembled. As you can see, you've got your nice a little awning area here to sit out. You've got a shelf there, that's where you could say, for example, put your kitchen. And then we come in, and what's lovely is you've got a proper bedroom with a proper floor and a proper bed. Yes, because that top of the trailer folds out to become a double bed. Happy days. Obviously a lot less fun again if it's raining, but you're going to have shelter. And the thing is, it makes the off-road experience that bit more affordable, that bit more achievable. And what I like about tents like this is that you're actually more in nature than you would be separated in some huge leisure vehicle. So here we have the beautiful Klappcamper adventure trailer. So I hope you enjoyed that. Just some options, the dream option, the more achievable option, and the most achievable option if you do fancy some off-road adventures with your leisure vehicle. There's plenty more to come from Caravan Salon Düsseldorf, so if you don't subscribe, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and it just leaves me to say, from Dougal, who's with my mum, and from me, thanks for tuning in.